Tech Natural is... We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We drop a hot one, pumping like a shotgun, number one spot, there boat, we got a lock, son. The toss the key, my thoughts run deep, approximately a clock speed, Mach 3, hyper velocity sound, tear it up and break it down. Well, wait later, they might as well hate us now. So we built a foundation on solid ground, cause haters huff and puff, try to blow us down. We're not slowing down, in fact we getting quicker. We used to flow ill, now we diagnose sicker. Taking natural, yeah, we elevated, so far ahead of the game, now we feeling segregated. Cause competition, yeah, we got them frustrated, cause they a duplicate, we custom made this spit. Yo, they got hip hop suffocated, it can't breathe, we just here to be suffocated. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. Detecting supernatural, launching airstrikes, from the intro it ain't a fair fight, just when you thought you were prepared right, bringing skills short like Frodo's a no-no, like a butter knife, but don't cut it. Mediocre MC still got the game flooded, it's overflow from the engine to the carburetor. We got them sweating, breathing heavy like Darth Vader. Now they're trying to settle quick like an arbitrator. By talking smooth like a phone sex operator. I bite the style, but it has no flavor. We're here to stay, so hate us now or hate us later. Still kick the data with soul like Taylor. So pack it in and abort to the layer. Cause hiding out's the only thing that'll save ya from the wrath of the warpath. If you don't know the half, it's the two best, do the math. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending appetite, on skill just a lot of height, hit 'em with a boxer's right, that make 'em drop the mic. Bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Tech Natural, yeah, we bring a proper light. Yeah, we bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Yeah, we bring a proper light. Yeah, we bring a proper light.
What is up, people? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the show. Chaos List, episode 41. We got the usual suspects in the house. That is correct. What's up, JJ? What up, Chris? What up, LDG? What up, Geishkar? How you guys doing today?
What's up? What's up? What's up? I am doing rather well.
A few of you were muted. Go ahead.
I didn't speak until I unmuted myself, but that's okay.
What's up? There we go. What's up, bro? What's up, guys?
Que vaina, man.
Good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you guys are here today.
Hold up. Time out. Wait a fucking minute. Hold up. Wait a fucking minute. Hey, bro. I speak 3 languages, okay? English, broken English, and fluent sarcasm. I don't know what the fuck you. I don't know what the fuck you just said.
We'll get the subtitles.
All right.
Yeah. We'll get some subtitles.
Is there an English translation?
Absolutely.
What does it mean?
Que vaina is like, what's going on, brothers?
Ah, okay. All right, I'm cool with that. Sweet. I'm gonna have to learn how to say that shit.
I'm pretty sure he'll teach you.
Oh yeah, vaina is like, what's going on, brother?
Oh, sorry, guys.
I was like, what?
It's quite all right.
Sorry,
We're gonna do this. All right, don't worry, man. Don't worry. You guys are as part of the show as I am. Just don't let it get to your head. That's all.
This is my shit.
we're not LDG.
Hey.
So we're gonna start it off like we usually do.
Brother.
I am. We're gonna start it off like we usually do. We're gonna go around the panel and we're gonna let you guys talk about your channel. Chris Knight, start it up, my friend. Let's hear what you got to say.
I apologize that Chris couldn't be here. My name is Ego.
Oh, Lord. And I just watched
He'll be
that
back.
video too.
Maybe he won't. I don't know if it's a big loss, but I am in his place today, which is so much better. And thank you for having me, Anzo. Such a great pleasure to finally get invited on to Chaos Central, where I have yet to where I have yet to grace the viewers. But if I were to say something about my other person's channel, it's The Real Review 3000. Go check it out. New video up today. And that said, thank you for having me again.
Very itchy trigger finger today. You escaped it, but I was tempted to send your ass to the zone.
I've been told that I need to dial back just a bit, so I will, because I do respect your house, your rules.
And I respect that too, but don't dial back, do you? I don't mind sending your ass to the Phantom Zone every now and then. LDG.
And by the way, chat, taking bets. Who gets Phantom Zone first? Yeah, taking bets. Watching Chris is reminding me of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. The only difference is his head grew 3 times larger. What's going on? LDG Pixels here, guys. What's happening? You're local resident online free tech. That's right. You have any computer problems, issues with software, need help, questions whatsoever, own a Mac. Like the channel host, I am here to help you with your needs. Also on Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, where we do the waiting room, the stream between the stream. If you're not watching one of these fine gentlemen or anybody else on YouTube, hang out at the waiting room, place for you to hang up your feet, sit as close as you want to everyone else. And we have open topics, open panels, talk about whatever, watch parties, guaranteed only to be slightly better than watching paint dry, waiting for someone cooler to stream. Also trying to change the world with Project Prometheus. That's right. Parlor done right. The place where a VPN might be your mask, or Prometheus is your ironclad condom for the internet. Control your digital footprint and power over what you want to see, think, say, hear, say, and do on the internet. Thank you very much for having me today, guys. Let's do this.
That's right. Let's do it. JJ, you are up, my friend.
First off, okay, I didn't know this shit was contagious. First Geishgar, now LDG. Okay? Are you the local big head today?
Don't you know I'm loco, I say?
It's like LDG computer support. I can help you. Come over to God Almighty, dude. Are you trying to deep throat the entire camera or something? What the hell?
I like that.
We don't need to see how many grays you're trying to hide in your beard. Anyway, no. Simple yes or no question. LDG, you all right? You feel okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's up?
Well, you're awfully quiet because usually when you don't feel too well, you're too quiet.
No, I'm all right. I'm just chilling today. Meds are kicking in.
Cool. As long as that's a good thing.
I'm good.
And when it comes to me and JJ, chronic is kicking in, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's for some strange reason, man.
Camera goes off. Don't hear them for like 20 minutes.
No. I was while I was waiting backstage. No, before I got backstage, I was in a conversation with a friend of mine, and I just took a couple hits of my pipe, man. You know, just trying to ease it up there a little bit. Oh hell no! It's like a fucking rocket, dude. I'm gone already. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? You know who I am. You know where you can find me. It's your boy JJ. I'm not going to say too much right now. I'll wait till the end of the night. Chris, thank you. I never thought I would be so happy. Ladies and gentlemen, you can Phantom Zone me first tonight because what you're seeing right now was my idea. I told him to let the ego loose.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Oh, this is you? Phantom Zone him?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's more
Oh,
like
you
it.
bitches lost.
Damn right
But
they did.
anyway, no. I'm letting some of the cat out of the bag. Chris called me this afternoon, and we were talking about some things, and he said, "Well, I'm trying to do this," and I'm like, "Why don't you do this?" He couldn't do what the original plan was. The original Ego or the real Ruby 3000. What he's wearing now is just reversed. He had the red jacket on and a black shirt. I'm like, well, just flip it inside out. Bring the glasses.
I'm in
back
negotiations to get my red jacket back.
Good deal. That's good. That's good because I just told him to go back to his roots.
Really?
We hope
So
it works out. No, just for the rants. Just for his rants.
Well, he brought it over here, so it's not just the rants. He's going all out with this shit.
Apparently, it's comfortable.
True,
but anyway,
comes out, man.
Yeah. But I want to thank everybody that's in the chat. We see all the names that we know. Thank you all for showing up, supporting us while we do this every week. For supporting Onzo whenever he's got content out. Chris, LDG, Geishkar, when he starts putting his foot in the door more. Even myself, I'm thoroughly humbled that you people come and watch us. And I want to thank everyone that does. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And thanks for having me back, guys. It's great to see everyone.
No problem. I definitely second what you say, JJ. Geishka, you're up.
Yes, sir. Basco Scenario coming at you. Geishkar's my name. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. on the Chaos list. Wednesdays, you can find me on the OOC with my brother Onzo and some people on this panel. And you can also find me on the Rule of Three with Chris, Onzo, and whoever comes aboard. So that's it. More to come, though. And on my channel right now, I have some clips on my gaming, on Black Ops mostly, but I'm working on that to get it all up and running. So, yeah.
Excellent. And just a quick plug for you guys. This Sunday will be WandaVision Roundtable. So check it out on my channel. We'll probably do it the same time that Chris did. It was 7. You did it, right, Chris?
No, I did it at 9 o'clock
Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we're gonna stick to the same time schedule.
When's that show drop?
Friday.
Okay, which probably
just Friday.
I think it's the same. It'll be the same as The Mandalorian, wouldn't it be? That they're gonna drop it like? Are they dropping it as early as they did The Mandalorian?
Probably.
Well,
it'll probably be. Yeah, you guys in Central Time will probably get it at 12. I'll get it like 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna have the round table for that. So guys, be prepared. Look out for it. I'm gonna set up the link later on tonight. We'll have it up there early. So set your reminders. You guys know how the show goes. Chaos list, 3 topics we discuss with the panel. But always, I have to come with the honorable mentions. You know it. I can't do it without the honorable mentions. You guys love to see these honorable mentions, don't you?
It's one of my favorite parts of the show, man.
Good.
Right, guys,
I appreciate
you know what you got to
that.
do. You know what it's time for.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's time for the honorable mentions. How about that?
Drum roll, please. Honorable mention number 1. Do you think LDG is secretly a Mac lover and is just mad because he's stuck with a Windows PC? And I'm going to say absolutely yes, because the way he talks about Mac, he sounds like an absolute hater. So you know what happens when a hater hates? It's because they can't have it, they can't use it. You know what I mean? So
I've got
it's just
both.
like, I know.
I got Linux, I got Windows, I got Mac.
Are you hating on a Mac? Because I heard you defend it a couple times.
He's got PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo too.
I use it for certain things. Well, that's the thing. I understand the need for certain things. Sometimes certain things work better.
Look, Dandy,
it's a personal choice, but
it's truth. Exactly.
Because
I don't hate Macs. I hate iPhones. I absolutely hate iPhones.
Yeah, like everything.
You will lie down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day
And
This
it's
is
funny
gonna
because
be
I
a
can
long.
see. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's gonna be a
This
lot
is
of
gonna be
trouble.
a long night. Yeah.
His
But I
ass
was laughing
is-
because when I played it, I could see Chris in the little bottom screen. He's waving, so he knew his ass was getting found. Well, don't you ever say anything
Well,
bad
no,
about an iPhone again, bro.
Chris,
iPhone
listen.
12.
Listen, the only thing
11.
that works better as a paperweight than a Mac is an iPhone.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
he
Jack.
wants to get sent
Portable.
again.
It's a portable paperweight. Exactly.
It is.
Chris,
Oh, both you.
you made it.
You know-
made
You will lie down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day, Jarrell!
Okay, so this is how the show is going to go for the rest of the
Elimination?
night.
Yes.
It's going to be
Oh,
me, guys,
shit.
and JJ. Because those two Mac Apple hating motherfuckers are not coming back
You
tonight.
are the weakest link. Bye-bye.
Hello. Hi.
There's
Hi.
static.
Those
What'd
are-
you do to me? Holy crap! You damn Phantom Zone knocks me out, man. What the?
Damn right.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. But
Alonzo?
Chris made an awesome point, by the way. Everything does have its place. I mean, like even Trump, the one thing Trump
Shit,
could
we're going
actually
there.
make better.
You know what Danny was saying, right,
I think
Anza?
Trump can make
Yeah,
better.
we do. What were you going to say,
Make
JJ?
Endgame great again.
Hey, don't phantoms on me, man. But I'm gonna tell you what. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. It's just I don't like an iPhone. I prefer Android, but it's not a love-hate situation. I never learned anything about Apple.
That's fine.
I-
I'll let you get away with that.
Yeah, I never learned, and when I try to use it, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I can't even find an internet browser. It's just I don't understand the technology.
You're absolutely correct. Your subconscious had it proper. What the hell is this shit? That's right. Thank you.
We're going to get to topic honorable mention number 2. JJ, I let you escape last week.
What did I do now?
I let you escape last week, but this week
More
you had
gaming,
to get it.
more gaming bullshit. Come on.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Honorable mention number 2. Do you think JJ has a liking for some mandingos?
We are the Sheboygan people.
He didn't. He's not the one that had the dream about you getting in the way.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
facts.
You can't put this shit on me, y'all. That was yours and LDG's thing. I don't know what
no,
I'm
no,
involved
no,
in.
no.
Nothing to do with Mandingo, though. I'm sorry.
No, that was LDG's thing. But that stream we were on, it was a mandingo sausage.
It went. Hey,
party.
listen. It was a subject that preferably. Now, don't get me wrong. I had fun that night, but it was a subject that I thought
fun.
went really too long.
It sure did.
Literally too long.
It sure did.
Baby. Yeah.
Oh my god, but it was fun
Anyway.
as hell.
Yeah. No, next time I'm talking about titties the whole show. I want to see y'all stop me.
Yeah, what happened to this one?
make you horny?
Yeah, baby.
Hey. That's discussion for later on. Trust me, I'll get to it.
All right,
Ooh. Ooh. Do I
and
sense
we
any
will
tea?
get to honorable mention number 3.
Oh no, number 3.
And to be honest with you, I'm not immune to the shit. So here we go.
Oh, this is
Who has a better ego, Chris or Onzo, or Chris or me?
Oh.
Listen,
I
you're
have to
just
say,
Onzo over there.
Boy,
Chris
boy.
isn't here. This is ego. There is no better than. There's me and everything else. Just understand that.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. Time out. All right. Your egos are both pretty freaking huge, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I say this with all the love and respect that I possibly can. There's no hate behind it, okay? But Onzo's is the nastiest.
That's because it hasn't learned to refine itself yet.
No. I appreciate that. I do.
He's more like Mandigo.
Coin that shit, bro. Coin that shit.
It was like you'll be walking okay in a
He's
week.
the Mandigo. It's not ego. He's Mandigo. Oh, I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
no. Seriously, he could. Now, this is a no actual fact. Okay, I'm just trying to dig proof up on it. Now, we game a lot. We get me, Onzo, and LDG. We fight a lot. You know, we play Killer Instinct, Marvel versus Capcom, and there's a lot of ass beating going on. Doesn't matter who's the best. Don't matter who's the worst. That's not the point of this. But Onzo could go 10-0 and still fucking talk shit, even though he's winning.
Well, yeah, I mean,
You're talking shit. Listen. When you're winning, there's no point in it because you've already proved your point.
yeah, but I gotta let
When
you
you're
guys
getting your
know
ass
that I'm.
kicked, when you're getting your ass kicked, then you talk some shit. That
I
way,
gotta-
people get upset. They make mistakes.
I gotta let you guys know that I'm kicking ass, though. I can't just,
I'm learning you, bro. I'm learning you.
you know what I mean? I gotta say it.
An ass kicking must be a more than one game lead. Okay, so your little one game victory is not an ass kicking. Okay.
Yo, when we end the night and I am
no.
winning, I have kicked ass. It's just that
By
simple.
one match.
Onzo goes to bed like
Hey,
this.
you know what? It sounds like Trump. He wants to stop counting when he's winning.
Hey, don't
But
compare me.
LDG, it's not that one win that makes him
Listen,
kick our ass.
I garner
It's that-
points for the fact that I just jabbed at Onzo and LDG at the same time. Thank you very much.
You did.
Also, because my finger can't be on the
But-
damn
I know.
Phantom Zone.
It's just the reason why I don't say anything because you came on it and whatever ego you think you had, it got crushed that night because I don't think you won a game. So,
Well,
you know-
he ain't took time to sit and relax, even on his whole fucking week off, to sit and try to learn to play this shit and come and come play with us. And yes, that was a jab at you, Chris. It don't matter who's kicking ass.
Did you guys play this last Sunday?
No, we played
no.
Jackbox this last Sunday.
I know, but sometimes we go on after, or sometimes you guys go on afterwards. Just let me know. Like I said, let me know when.
You were going to bed.
You need to practice, Chris. You need to practice.
Definitely.
Yo,
I know I
that's
do.
right.
Let me know. Let me know.
Your kid's better than you. Blindfolded.
No fucking
That
With
is
a
way.
hand
correct.
tied behind his back.
That is correct.
Okay.
Private chat.
Do you think for a minute that
I could beat your ass
I
with my
worry
eyes
about it?
closed.
okay,
Okay.
do it. Be on camera, close your eyes, and win.
Ooh, I think I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I could do it. I know I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, just a matter of telling me when. I mean, and if you guys play earlier, that helps too. But on Sundays, we should do something like late
Really?
Sundays.
I'm down. It is what it is. We could do that.
Oh man,
We could definitely do that. So now
Yeah.
we're gonna get in. Yeah, go ahead.
Gashgar, man. I'm not gonna repeat it, but brilliant. I love it.
No, that's
I
my
love
nickname. I'll tell you the story about that after.
All right.
Here's a story.
All right, let's go. What's going on?
Yeah, so
you got?
topic number 1 is Deadpool 3. And it's going to be a while before we see Ryan Reynolds back as the titular vigilante in Deadpool 3. But the long-awaited sequel will be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe when it finally arrives. Speaking about the project with Collider, Marvel head Kevin Feige provided a substantial update on the status of the project, confirming it's going to be R-rated. Feige also addressed the studio's plan to bring Wade Wilson into the MCU. Are you surprised that Deadpool 3 will be R-rated? Whoever wants to start can start it up.
It's going to be R-rated for sure.
Yep,
Confirmed.
confirmed
Confirmed.
R-rated.
If it is, great. Then Disney's stepping up to the plate. Because here's the thing: Disney needs to stop worrying about they're in charge. They're above Marvel. if it's under Marvel's moniker, you can always say that's how it is. You talk to them, not us. We're Disney. We're still Disney, but we own a company that this is grandfathered in, because this isn't us. This is just a company we watch over, and we now control the budget.
Of course. They could. It's a total different division than Disney, so they shouldn't even worry. You know what I mean? Like, I know people. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say. So sorry. You go ahead, and I will go.
Because I think we're probably going to say something. But I was just going to say, it's like all these companies do have different divisions, right? Yes, it is connected to Marvel because Disney Marvel, but at the end of the day, it's like a sub company. So if you want to go and let them do their R-rated, let them do their R-rated. It still doesn't affect what Disney is doing. Mm-hmm. You know, so.
Well, what I was going to say is that this is a sign that Disney is now going to say, if it's going to be R-rated and it's under Marvel, it's okay, which is what we kind of all have waited for. Now we want to hear about the Predator, which I don't know if they're ever going to be able to save that series. They didn't screw it up, but they can sure as hell make it worse. But they could also make it better. So these other properties that they've gotten a hold of that were under 20th Century Fox or 21st Century Fox, whatever they were calling themselves before the sale, if they do more of this, saying, listen, if it's under something else, if it came from Fox Studios, we are going to honor and grandfather it in. If they're upfront about it, Disney can say, we're still Disney. We're still going to make the kid movies. We're still going to give you the stuff for kids. But Fox wasn't going to not make it rated R. So why should we change that? I mean, this is what I've always said about Disney. There's no reason that they can't make a rated R movie under something else. If it's Disney and they do a rated R movie, that's something else. That is pushing something that they probably shouldn't do. But yeah, and that, exactly what Dandelion Fluff says there. Ryan Reynolds had already said when there was a rumor that this could be PG-13, he says, if it is PG-13, I'm off of it. And they know that because of the lengths that Ryan Reynolds went to fight to make this movie, well, the first one, and to bring this version of Deadpool to his fans, because he felt personally responsible for the crap version we got in the Wolverine movie.
Agreed.
When he made the lengths to get this movie out there and made, when it came out and people raved about it, you think he's going to come back to something that's a lesser version? The one-off we got of Deadpool 2, the one that's the Christmas story, or not the Christmas story, but the like the Princess Bride thing. The one-off we got of that was PG-13, but I think that was done for TV.
Yeah. So
there's an excuse there, but the original movie wasn't. The original cut of it wasn't. So if Ryan Reynolds doesn't come back, this movie is dead in the water. So he probably told him, I'll come, I'll do it, but it's rated R.
I agree. And you know what?
This is a good, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Disney has nothing to lose.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? They got nothing to lose. They've seen it made money, so why mess with the formula?
If they get hate mail, all they have to do is respectfully write back, understand that we acquired Marvel properties. Marvel properties already have this in their lore. If we take it out, then we're not giving the same product to the fans.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I'm just saying that's the best thing they could do.
Yeah, and rumor already has it that Venom 2 will be rated R.
Oh,
but that's Venom 2 is still Sony.
Yeah, it is.
But again, that is a very good point. The fact that the Spider-Verse is kind of, they've already kind of made the move to say that Sony and Disney will work as long as it's Spider-Man together. Probably Venom, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it may maybe still be Sony's, but just like Spider-Man, it's still within the Marvel universe.
It is, and that's the thing. There's precedents already set here, and to go against that is going to piss a lot of people off, more than it's going to piss people off if they just do it.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
they're going to find a way to connect all the universes together. Like, don't think that they're not, right? So,
Oh yeah, they will.
Now, if they happen to con Ryan Reynolds into it, if they actually have the balls big enough to make a third Deadpool movie and make it PG-13, they're going to find out exactly how pissed their fans are going to be.
absolutely. Absolutely.
They won't watch it.
No, nobody's going to want to see that. You know what I mean? Because we already been trained with Deadpool 1 and 2, the type of violence and cursing and everything that it's been. And then you want to go and change the tone and make it PG-13?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They'll find out the hard way. And I'm kind of hoping that's what they do. But at the same time, I don't want them to. You know, I'm kind of both ways about it because I like to see them. Yeah, I want to see these motherfuckers fail. Or, okay, maybe they're actually listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll be happy either way it goes.
Mm.
You know, they got to prove that they're trying to put out content, decent content, for the audience it's meant for.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a kids movie. The first one wasn't. The second one wasn't. Wolverine wasn't. Now I know this is still not Marvel Disney, but Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
No. Venom. No. You know, keep the content. Keep putting out the content that the people want. But let's get out of it's time to grow into your big boy pants. Let's put out some rated R content.
I agree.
It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be misleading. It's about an action film.
Mm-hmm.
Comic book action film, you know. I hope they don't. Honestly, I don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I'll be happy if it succeeds. I'll be happy if it fails. I don't care.
I agree. Gaishka, what do you have to say?
I think Disney is learning from their mistakes from the past. I believe they're trying to make things right by not admitting that they made a mistake, but just by doing it right. Mm-hmm. And by keeping Deadpool rated R, they're keeping up with the fan base and giving them what they want, right? And what's already expected. So I don't think they're gonna try and fuck this up there. They're gonna give all the next movies that are coming around, the X-Men and all that, whatever was gonna be R-rated is gonna be R-rated, whatever is gonna be 13 and plus is gonna be 13 and plus. And not only that, I think they finally have to tell they're Disney, but this is Marvel, and they have to go with this is our banner and this is under this banner. Mm-hmm. Yes. We are Disney as a whole, but this is this volume of books, let's say, and this is this volume of books for a different group of ages or whatever our expectancies are. Yes, Chris, you want to say something?
Well, you made a very good point about Disney trying to reconcile without admitting failure or admitting being wrong. I think, and this is kind of an unpopular thing, not unpopular, but I think people will understand me saying this. For the fans, the unfortunate side of the coronavirus is the problems it's causing across the world. But to Disney, this forced their hand so much that they can't afford to lose and make a wrong decision. So right now they're making the most obvious decisions that help their bottom dollar. Now, I'm not saying that Disney's in financial trouble. They're not. But they don't have room to move and make a mistake that's going to lose them $1 billion or 100 million. They've got to make, and that's why they're not talking about movies right now. Movies they had canned and done, they're going to deal with it whenever they can. But they've already said that they're pushing Black Widow off until they think the theater is going to be fully open and actually get people in. So they've already played their hand saying, we're pushing this back. But notice how they're pushing forward these TV shows as quick as possible, because they know that's where their money's going to come from. So they got to watch what they do. That's why we got Luke. That's why that's why I'm not totally under the impression that WandaVision is going to be a bad series. I don't know if it's going to be great, but I don't think it's going to be bad. I want to put it where I think The Mandalorian was the first season. Good enough to get people to
on board,
be interested. And right now, that's the best thing they could hope for, is to keep people interested in their product. Right now, Warner Brothers, no matter what I think about Wonder Woman 84, Warner Brothers and HBO Max have an issue because they've already kind of struck out on one. And while it's probably going to make back its cost, it's not going to make money. Mm-hmm. But now what comes up next? It's the Zack Snyder cut. If that doesn't hit, Warner Brothers is like, what the hell's going on? See, so this is the thing. Warner Brothers is taking these chances that Disney, being a smart company that knows how to make their money and knows how to keep their money, Disney is not taking chances. They're like, they want Luke, they want their Luke, give them their Luke. They want this, they want that, give it to them. Let's give them the best thing we can give them. So Disney is making right decisions right now. Is it going to stay? Is it going to last? Probably not. But for now, it's the best thing to come out of the coronavirus is what Disney is forced to do.
Yeah, you have to see as well. They're playing it safe and they're playing it smart, right? Because we all know when they announced what their plans were, it was supposed to be Black Widow, Eternal, Shang-Chi, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and WandaVision was supposed to be last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where we're getting first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're being smart about it, and let's see. The proof is going to be in the pudding, right?
You know what? You know why I think they changed the order though? Because I think these shows tie into the movies, and since we're not getting certain movies, it's like, okay, so we can't have Doctor Strange, you know what I mean, or or WandaVision or before or whatever. So they switched it around. They probably even changed some of the endings on the show to more or less make it like a cliffhanger instead of tying exactly completely into the movie, you know, maybe.
And the other thing, the Jack Snyder cut, the Snyder cut, that's a freaking Hail Mary. That's what that is for the DCU. That is a Hail Mary.
LDG, what do you have to say?
All right. It's time for some common sense.
Oh, Lord.
First question. Did any of you actually work for Disney? Any of you? Show of hands.
No.
Nobody.
I've done work for Disney.
No. Did you actually get paid with a signed check? Did you were a slave of the mouse? Yes or no?
Yes, but I was contracted slave, so
contracted is not. That's with benefits. Actually worked for Mickey Mouse. Okay, guys. Disney don't do jack shit unless they're forced or they want to do it. Okay, I appreciate your little utopian idea that you think they're making the right decisions. They're finally listening to reason and all this stuff. Let me finish before the ego encapsulates me. It just Disney don't do jack shit unless they're forced or they want to do it. Simple as that. Okay, take it from the person who had their work shifts 8 hours and 15 minutes apart because they were forced to pay time and a half if it was 8 hours apart. Okay, Disney's only doing this because of one reason: the beer bug. They are hurting. They are seeing cuts in their money. They're seeing they're getting scrapped because they're open on an international basis on Walt Disney World, spreading the virus more, et cetera, taking hits left and right. The only look what they did with Star Wars. You think they made good decisions with Star Wars when they first took over? Hell no. They bet and doubled down on Kathleen Kennedy until people got fed up and said, "I'm done." And finally, they put this Jon Favreau in charge of Mandalorian, gave us the equivalent of tidbits of what we wanted, and not to mention a great ending of Luke Skywalker, which, to be honest, I've seen better deep fakes on Twitter. Okay, so are they making the right decisions? Yes. What are they doing it for? They're in a wall. They're back behind a corner. They're like, all right, Deadpool, we know for a fact that everybody is talking about having it rated R. People who go to see that movie, the money it made was off people who went to see a rated R movie. Okay. So it's going to be stupid. It was like, is Deadpool even a PG movie? Will kids even go to it? Most likely not, because a lot of people are not even going to movie theaters. So they're betting, they're doing this because they're backed into a wall. They're saying we need to make more money and we have to make compromises somewhere. Let's make this one rated R. It's not under our name. It's under, because they did the same thing with Touchstone, right? It's not like they haven't made rated R movies before.
Mhm.
They have, just under different names. This is not new territory. Okay, this is not the first rated R Disney movie. Okay,
No.
They're doing it under a different name.
Down and Out in
They
Beverly
already
Hills.
know that it made money because of people going to see a rated R movie, and it's Deadpool 3. It's already been proven. They know people are going to come watch it. I'm going to come watch it. I love Deadpool, even though they shat it on the first one. And the first one, and it was weird too, because very few things that do that, like Deadpool to me is like Sonic the Hedgehog movie, where they screwed up Sonic and they listened to the people and said redo Sonic now, and they redid it because the first Deadpool was a POS, and I never would have saw any of the movies if that was the Deadpool from Wolverine that we were going to get. So
I can agree with that.
Again, we'll see what happens. I love Deadpool 1 and 2, and I can't wait to see 3.
It dawned on me. You're absolutely correct, because, and actually, you, Chris, you and LDG are correct. Hulu is a Disney-owned property. Even though it is other people's content, they got rated R content there. Okay, doesn't mean if they I don't know if Legion would have counted, but that was FX. But still, even some darker, if not basically R-rated-esque TV shows, episodes, if they allow the content out there, it doesn't matter who creates it or not. Disney just pays the fuck bills.
Can I get an honorary Phantom Zone for LDG? Because here's the thing. What did I just say? We only got this stuff because of the beer bug. I said, I'm not saying they're listening.
The last thing you said.
No. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying they're listening. They're forced to do this stuff. They don't care. Like you said, they're either forced or they do what they want. And that's exactly the thing. I've always said that. It doesn't matter what you see up front. What you see up front is a stage play that they play out for everybody. So they think it's all good or whatever. And what's going on back here, you'll never know. They're never going to tell you they're wrong. And the thing is, they're not listening. They're giving people what they know they're going to watch. And it's all because of what's happening. What happened just instantaneously, and they can't make any other decision other than what's going to bring in money.
Okay, and say Disney stays on the course. No, say Disney keeps continuing giving the fans what they want. Okay, all of a sudden they're giving the fans what they want. I'm just saying, let's see if they stay on that timeline.
They won't.
Okay, no matter with what it is, if they keep giving us what we want, that is the polite way of saying they are being forced.
Well, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm glad they're expanding. I'm glad they're going to R-rated, which brings up to the next topic. So, topic number 2 is Blade reboot. Now, Marvel fans are feeling much better about the odds of a Blade reboot getting an R-rated after it was recently confirmed that Deadpool 3 will be the MCU's first R-rated movie. Though the first 2 R-rated Deadpool movies were highly successful, worries were present fans that Disney wouldn't allow an R-rated movie in the MCU. Those feelings were assuaged with the new comments from Marvel boss Kevin Feige, who verified that Deadpool 3 won't be toned down. Now, do you think Blade needs to be R-rated?
Hell
Yes.
You can't listen. I don't care how bad the graphics were in the first ones and all that. I don't care, because at the moment they were like pretty good. But if you think about that first movie, it's violent as hell. Hell, within the first 15 minutes, you have a bunch of people getting showered by blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you tone that back, people are going to know it. I mean, it's just like Morbius when they do that. And I know it's not them. I know it's Sony.
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying you could tone that one back. I don't think they were going to be able to tone that back. That's going to have to be a rated R movie because they're very closely tied to Blade. And again, I'll say this again. If Sony and Disney are kind of in this handshake deal with the Spider-Verse, if Sony is going to, if Disney's going to do Blade rated R, it ties back to Morbius. So when they get the Spider-Verse, when they get all this Spider-Man property, which they will get probably within the next year or two, depending on how quickly the economy comes back, because they got to find a buyer. But Sony's already said they're selling. They're going to sell their movie properties because they want out of it. It's not profitable to them. When they sell it, Marvel gets everything. So that if they keep this close enough, if they're talking like it seems like they might be, if they're integrating the Spider-Verse that Sony's created and then putting it with Marvel, if they're integrating these timelines from two separate companies, then they're thinking about Morbius and what this Sony's going to do with Morbius. And they're going to want to do that with Blade because Blade is very closely tied to Morbius.
You know, I'm sorry, but Anzo, really? When you choose these topics, do you choose them thinking that anybody in their right mind was going to say, I want a PG rated Blade? Are you freaking kidding me? This is a one-sided topic, my friend. Of course I want a rated R Blade.
Yo, I'll tell you, I know some people that think it doesn't need to be R-rated.
It does.
Did we want a rated R Deadpool 3?
It doesn't have to be a hardcore rated R. It just has to be rated R.
Rated R.
Rated R.
Seriously.
It does, yeah, it doesn't have to be hardcore as long as it sticks to a rated R film value.
The only thing they had less blood was Evil Dead. Okay, I mean, seriously, I think that was the only movie that had more or less blood. Well, like seriously, like that's how much blood that was in that movie.
I know.
Arm chopping off. And,
it's tough. It's tough to watch the last part of the first movie though. Now with the blood, the CGI blood, it's really hard to watch it now. It's like
the first one.
That first Blade, movie could get a digital like a Redux version where they go back and redo the computer graphics. I'd like to see that actually. Wow. Wesley Snipes was kick-ass in that movie.
But that's the thing. Wesley Snipes is on the record that he wants to come back.
Yeah.
He wants to come back for the movie. Yeah.
So what? You want to do something like, and I don't know the full lore of Blade, so maybe somebody out there can tell me. Does he have a son later on that takes the moniker over?
From what I've read up to where I read, no, he doesn't. But,
I mean, I guess you could write it in. I mean, because that'd just be one more thing to piss LDG off, and I'm always up for that. So,
I mean, I was reading this in the 90s, so that's when I stopped reading it. I don't know. A lot of things can happen from the 90s to now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But
he does look kind of old. I'm sure they could do some kind of deep faking with that.
I don't want to see him back as Blade. He's a little bit too old for that. But I mean, if they put him in the movie, maybe they even put him in as Whisker. I can do that.
That would be smart. Yeah.
Ooh, I do like that idea.
Yeah. Just because we live in a world of CGI, guys, that they even with just regular makeup and prosthetics that they have, they can make them look younger.
Yeah, I know.
That's not the hard part. I mean,
if they put him in as Blade, if they were to put him in as Blade, then you almost have to continue from Trinity, which
I hear you.
That's the only problem with bringing him back. I mean, because you're not going to reset the timeline.
No,
the Whistler idea, man.
Don't even say that word. Don't even give them a possibility of thinking that they can do that because they just might.
That's my point.
That was so bad. Yeah, Trinity was so bad,
Well, and then basically, speaking of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds plays. He plays. It's basically Deadpool. I mean, it's basically the character he plays before he turns Deadpool in Wolverine. Whatever his name is in that. Whatever. But yeah, no, it's
Deadpool's real name character.
No. What did he play? What was it? Wade Wilson or Wade?
Yeah, it's Wade.
Yeah. Wait.
What was his character in Trinity?
Oh, frick.
It's very.
That was trying to do the Midnight Stalkers there.
Yeah, but his character in that is basically a copy of the Wade Wilson he played in the Wolverine movie. cocky,
a little bit, yeah,
and all that. But yeah, I'm just saying that's almost the same character, and then that continues. That's his character in the Deadpool movies. It's cocky, and he always was like whenever they were in the I think it's in Trinity when they're in the elevator and he's talking to him like hey
mm-hmm.
I mean I like how he does it, but that movie needed some severe help.
I agree. That movie was absolutely horrible. But at the end of the day, like I said, if they keep Blade R rated, I'm definitely happy with that. I want them to stay true. I like the first two Blades. They are pretty sick. I just want something more,
Hannibal King was his name.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Hannibal King. And he was trash in that movie too, I mean, so it's good to see that DC is doing this for these guys and letting them, get those R-rated movies out there. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You'll satisfy R-rated people who think, Marvel fans who think these movies have to be R-rated, and regular fans too. So, because you're still going to do your Guardians of the Galaxies and Thor Ragnaroks and stuff like that, so.
And speaking of Thor Ragnarok, the rumor is that that's where Deadpool's going to make a cameo in as well.
Really?
Yep. He's supposed to make a cameo in 2 of the new Marvel movies. Thor Ragnarok and Doctor Strange's movie. And those
Love and
2.
Thunder.
What are you saying, JJ?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder story.
Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor's Love and Thunder and what was it called? The Doctor Strange one? Multiverse?
Yeah.
Multiverse.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. That's the rumor. He's supposed to do a cameo in both of those. To what extent, I don't know.
That's good. There you go, Astonator. I had to put that up there because I lost a bet from him. Yeah, and the Pittsburgh Steelers suck. All right.
The Bears are terrible too, man.
I will never say that shit again, but I do honor my bets. So let's get into topic number 3. It's something we touched on earlier today, but I guess we'll get into more detail of it. Topic number 3, Black Widow delayed. At the start of 2020, the MCU juggernaut seemed unstoppable, steamrolling all competition to win the box office with each new offering. Mere months later, as the global health emergency triggered a worldwide lockdown of cinemas, the juggernaut grounded to a halt. The first casualty was Black Widow, whose release has already been delayed by more than a year. In a new interview with comicbook.com, MCU showrunner Kevin Feige admitted he is still not sure if the movie will be available to keep its release date, but is hoping for the best. At this point, what do you think is the best option for Marvel and this movie? LDG, start it off.
My first feelings on Black Widows, they most likely are gonna save it. They're gonna tie their bets to see if there's a better spot for it to come out. They already have other titles coming out, ones with more promise at face value, I would say. Not saying nobody would watch Black Widow, but if you look at all the titles that they have, I wouldn't definitely put Black Widow at the top of that list. People are itching right now. We just came from a basic drought of any good works of art there. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to just see how it goes, play it by ear with what they currently have in the works, and see what happens. Again, they're not going to put all their, I don't see 2021 being the year where they come out back to back, putting all their eggs in one basket. They're going to try to milk every release for every dime they can get, whether that means coming out to theaters and streaming it and restreaming it, or coming out with, re-releases now. Because the one thing about re-releases now is with things coming out on streaming platforms is that, in fact, they can easily come out. Nobody might go see a movie for a re-release with extra footage or whatnot, but definitely would be interested in purchasing it on a streaming platform. I think that's a huge opportunity for repurchasing or rebranding and say, oh, here's 3 minutes or 5 minutes of more footage, and people are going to purchase to watch it. So I think they're just gonna play it safe, see how it goes, and come out with it when they think the time is right.
Kevin,
honestly, I would love to see Black Widow. I'm a fan of all of those titles. If you're an MCU or DCU fan, doesn't matter your favorite characters. So we'll see what happens.
Endgame too.
I'm a fan of the Infinity Gauntlet. What they did with it and mutated it into the.
That's not what I asked.
Yeah.
If you didn't notice there,
you know what? No. Let's put this to rest right now, because you know what? You don't know this. When I knew they were coming out with the Infinity Gauntlet, I was number one that wanted to go see that movie. Okay, we had what, like 8 years of anticipation for Infinity Wars and Endgame. 6 years. 8. Okay, I was number one. I couldn't spread the word about those movies fast enough. Okay, I almost burnt my tongue out. Okay, what they did after they came out is another story. Showed it. And if Black Widow sucks, I will be on the bandwagon for that as well. Okay, but I am anticipating a good. But what they actually do is another story.
So I get what LDG is saying though about if you read the books and you see the movies and you're expecting what's in the books. I completely get that.
No.
You will lie down before me, Jarrell. Both you and them one day, Jarrell.
You do not.
That's why you can't use a Mac.
He made a mistake. Even I knew when I heard that. I'm like,
you do not agree with LDG when it comes to Endgame, guys. Girl, I'm sorry, but just don't.
I was saying about the books, not about Endgame. I said about what you expected. I didn't say I agree with Endgame. Endgame was good. I liked it.
Plenty of people went to go see that movie that liked that movie that read the series.
I liked it.
Yeah, and they came out puking, but anyway.
No.
That besides the point.
See, Insurrection.
Me.
Blame this one.
What?
This guy, again, can I get a courtesy Phantom Zone for this man again?
Absolutely.
You will lie down before me, Jarrell. Both you and them one day, Jarrell.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, geez, that almost deserves a secondary one too. Anyways, so the whole idea is May 7th. I think I saw May 7th is when they're wanting to do it. I think they can push it back maybe a couple months after that date if they think they're close, or depending on how everything goes here in the next 4 months or so. If we see it trending the right direction, they probably can buy 2 more months. But I do agree that if it goes much more than that, they're really pushing it. Yes, people want this movie. People have been talking about this movie since Civil War. People wanted this movie long before this whole Infinity Stone quest was over. They wanted this as a part of the first 3 phases, and they didn't get it. Why? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe that's going to be built into the movie. Maybe there's something in there we don't understand that will tie it all back together and literally say, this is how we're going to tie the 3 phases to the 4th going forward. This could be one of those tie-ins, I think, because originally Homecoming or Far From Home was supposed to be phase 4. They moved it to end off phase 3, and I think it was a great decision. But this could be that it should have been in phase 3, but they put it in phase 4 so it can again kind of carry over some of that stuff from the first 3 phases. If it does that, this could be the one movie that does help everything else coming afterwards.
It makes sense.
But if they go much more than like July with this, then they're really going to have to start thinking about Disney Plus in it.
You think that's an option though, man? Because
I don't think so, because I think by that time they'll take the risk to put it out in the theaters in July if they don't do it in May. I honestly believe more than anything that I'm leaning to thinking they're going to call it one more time, probably in the next 2 months, and say we're pushing it off in July. One, better time. It's summer. It's going to be around 4th of July. If they move it 2 months away, July 7th, or well, let's look at that. Let's go to July. No, July 4th. Right there you go. 2 months away, July 4th. It's a Sunday, so you do July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is your release weekend. If things are even marginally better, if you're able to bring your seating capacity in the theater up to 60, 70, 75%, if they're getting to that point, they're going to push it. Because then what they can do is once they get people through the seats, if they have a lacking side of it, then they can throw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I mean, but I think that they're going to end up calling it one more time, pushing it back to July. It actually makes sense, especially if things are, like I said, really, really big opening. I know that's what I'm seeing. That's kind of what I've heard, but it all depends on the next few months, and they'll make that call within the next few months. If they're going to move it again, they're going to do it in February or March.
They're definitely going to move it again.
Absolutely.
No
but
doubt.
I think July is when, if they're going to look at it, they're probably going to look for July. But again, it all depends on what this whole thing looks like in 4 or 5 months.
If Wonder Woman had made more money, then it's a possibility they would have done that.
Right.
But I just don't think that they're going to take the chance to actually put it out there and lose the type of money that they're going to lose on this movie, especially when it could be like $1 billion movie.
Streaming is just a way to get the movie out. It's not going to make the money. And I mean, even if Wonder Woman was a runaway hit, it probably was only looking at $350. It's going to make a little over probably 200 million. And if it was a runaway hit, 354 maybe max, and that's still about 100 million under what it needed to make to break even. I mean, there's no movie that's going to go to stream. And this is why I said to people, you got to understand, if you want movies to streaming, they're either going to be crappier because they're not going to use as much graphics or not as much CGI, or the actors are going to be horrible. There's going to be something they're going to cut so far back on. It's just going to make the movie horrible. Go watch Lady and the Tramp on Disney Plus if you got it. The live action remake they did of it. I know this may sound bad that I'm going to say this. I love Lady and the Tramp, the cartoon. I grew up with that. Well, I didn't. It was out before I was born, but I grew up watching the old Disney movies, the old Disney cartoons. I loved Lady and the Tramp. I watched 5 minutes of the live action one that they put straight to Disney Plus. I had to turn it off. I have yet to go back to even try to watch it again because it was so absolutely horrible. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get those things. Whenever they decide to put out Home Alone, I guess they're putting it directly to Disney Plus. They're going to make a travesty of that movie compared to the original movie because they're not going to get good enough actors. They're going to find some kid who can't act his way out of a wet paper bag. Macaulay Culkin was so underrated as a child actor. That kid could deadpan lines. That kid had emotion when he needed to. He was great as a child actor. He just couldn't. He didn't want to be a part of it. But you're gonna sacrifice something the more you put stuff straight to streaming, and then they're gonna make you pay more for it just to watch it.
Well, Wonder Woman box office was 131 million globally.
I saw like 170 something just the other day. I thought,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's going to make around 200 when it's all said and done. And that's 300 million from away from what I've seen the break even point was with all the pre-done well, before they pulled the theaters and all that, all the money they put into the advertising before that, then they advertised again thinking they were going to get a chance, and then they didn't. So they've had several ramp ups of advertising that they have to pay for. You know, and it's a product of people who didn't like it. I mean, again, when people don't like it, back in the day, when you started telling people don't watch it, it sucks, that gets around. And yeah, there's going to be people like me who liked it. But I mean, I understand all the issues people have with it. There's no doubt that there's some parts in it that you just kind of got to look past. I mean, you know, I heard somebody say something the other day about how Diane Prince just looks right past the fact that Steve's basically possessed a man's body, and this guy is now, where's he at? I mean, where's his soul? Where's all this? It's like she's a person who cares about people, but she doesn't care about this guy's body. I mean, it's just, oh, look at Steve. Yay, he's back. And I mean, she's not even thinking about what happened to the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, so that is a very big.
She did at the end.
Well, yeah. Well, but he's the one that brings it up constantly. He's like, you know what you got to do. I don't want to do it. I mean, so I do understand that's a big plot problem for her character. So I understand the problems, but Black Widow needs to. I think Disney looks at it and they said, we have room to wait. Let's wait this out a little bit longer. And if it's September and they think September, they might wait then. But I think they're looking probably more to a July and hoping for like 70% capacity.
JJ. Oh, Geiska, go ahead.
I really think that what you said before makes more sense if they actually can open up partially during the summertime. Like, I mean, this late summer, this is going to drag on for another year, I find. If they can have like 60 to 50, I think they will settle at 50. They're gonna open up the theaters. But where I see this making more money is the fact that at least here, there's talks that they're gonna start opening up drive-ins. And
I'm still waiting for Hollywood to say we need, like, right now's the time. We're in winter time. Yeah. They need to be, Hollywood execs need to be sending people out to rural communities, to bigger cities, and say, okay, hey, look, like here, there's about 3 that are still relatively recently shut down. There's still 2 or 3 that are open. Right. They need to put an influx of money into those places because it will garner more money. It won't garner all that money back, but with 50%, okay, theaters need to have 50% with relative belief that people are safe at that 50%. If people are getting vaccinated, if people feel like it's going down, if their numbers are going down, 50% will feel safe for a lot of people. You add that, drive-ins, and then a month and a half after that, then you throw it out and say to somebody $15 on Disney Plus and you get it because you didn't want to go to the theater, you didn't want to drive to the drive-in.
Because drive-in's 100% capacity, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
They just did this just this past weekend here in my town. It was one of the animated movies that was coming out or came out. $15 a car. You know, and Pete, trust me, people dug that.
Yeah, we have one drive-in here too. I don't know what's playing there or what has been playing, but yeah, we have a drive-in here.
Ours are closed for the season, but they were putting movies out. Anything that was out, they were pulling. Well, that's where everybody went to see The Empire Strikes Back again. They went to the drive-ins because that was the only thing that was showing it around here. But it was bringing in money.
Yeah,
that's where I saw the 77 Star Wars at 4 years old in a drive-in.
That's where I did. I was all of exactly 2.5 months old. But my parents went to take. I can say that I saw Star Wars at a drive-in. Now, do I remember it? Nope. But I will wear that. I will take that to my grave. That yes, I've seen every Star Wars movie in a theater. Yes, it pains me to say even Rise of Skywalker.
Yep, same here.
But I mean, again, Disney's been smart. You know, I've had people tell me, "Oh, they've stopped construction on this roller coaster. They stopped construction on this." this and this. Look, they're in financial trouble. No, they're not. I'll tell you why you know they're not. Bob Iger's still in charge. If they were in financial trouble and they thought that he had done something wrong, they would have canned him and sent him down the road. No, they've cut back on everything they don't have to do right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's not true here in Florida.
No, I even said that to the person I was talking to. I was like, they were sold out on New Year's Eve at every theme park down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are at a limited capacity. They are very strict on their social distancing and their masks, but the people are going.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're getting money. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mentioned this for the first time, I think, last year on a Weekly Rumble. When the beer bug was starting to hit its full stride, it was like mid-year, maybe a little bit before that. I made a mention. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, this is our new normal for the next few years. Get used to it. If they can find ways to augment this income, they'd be stupid not to pursue it. And this thing about with Black Widow, yeah, I think they can afford to wait a little bit longer, but they can't go too much longer because every week, every month, they prolong it, they're losing money on this product.
That's true.
They got to get it out there. Okay, if not, it's hundreds of millions of dollars went to waste, and that's not a cut that Disney is willing to make.
No, man, that's what I'm saying. If they bring it out in theaters and then put on the streaming service, at least they can make something from it. They do the same thing they did with Mulan. Charge $30.
They're not trashing it. Yeah, no, they're not going to trash it. Like that won't happen. Okay, they're like I said, they're biding their time when to play rock.
No, I'm not saying they're trashing it. I'm just saying every moment they wait to release this movie, they're losing money. Period.
No. Yeah, but it's not they're losing money. They're betting. Because whether they release it now, they could if they release it now, right, and make this much money. But if they would have released it 6 months from now, they would have made this much money. They still lost money.
LDG, I understand.
Releasing it now. So just clarify that.
No, I understand what you're getting at. I'm just saying they need to be really smart about it because the longer they wait, the more they lose.
Is everything.
Absolutely.
And it's a bet. And
I'm not saying release it now. I'm saying if they decide to wait until May, great. If they decide to wait till July, I don't think they need to go that long.
I think that if they can do it in May and do what I said, that staggered approach of, I think what they're looking for here is the first win in movies in a while, which right now would be 100 million over break even, which if released at the right time, they can do.
Well,
it's going to be a staggered approach. And I think right now they're sitting in a boardroom going like, how can we do like a hit here? We put it out in, drive-ins, we put it out in theaters. Then we wait a little bit and then we offer it at a reduced rate, but we make people still pay for it like we did Mulan that didn't want to go there. And if they do this in a staggered approach, especially if people like it, and that word spreads, it will help. That's where Wonder Woman went wrong. The word wasn't good, so people strayed away from it immediately.
Another thing they could do, they could put it out in theaters for a limited time. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's going to go see it. So let's say they put it out, made 100 million, throw it in the bank until everything goes better, and then throw it out again. And those people that seen it before will go back and see it if they liked it. And the people that didn't go see it will like it, will go see it. So, you know what I mean? They have options they can do. They don't have to put on streaming service. They put it out in theaters. So the people that want to see it will go. I mean, I guess it could possibly get bootleg like that too. But, I mean,
not the same.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, if somebody
Not the
had the right amount, if somebody out there had the right amount of money, right now we could see the definite rebirth of drive-ins
Mm-hmm. We
because
could.
it's safe for people.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe for people. You can take a small carload, split the cost to some whatever concessions or what you want from there, or bring your own.
Bring your own.
Yeah, bring your own. They're not going to be making hand over fist like they were in the theaters, but it's still another way to supplement their money making ability instead of just streaming it.
I agree.
Not only that,
Well, you gotta remember, even on theaters, the cost of having a drive-through is a fraction of what the cost is to maintaining a theater complex.
exactly. Not only that, the technology is there, right? The sound is no longer a box; it's Bluetooth. You just pair it up with your car radio, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
all the money they're saving, it's yeah. So you don't have to make hand over money because your expenses and overhead is like a fraction. So
And that just the thing. Like, to be honest with you, they should have thought about that months ago. They should have had like fucking drive-ins in the works. You know what I mean?
also, they were actually shutting down drive-in theaters when this first happened. I don't know if you heard.
No,
But there
I
were
didn't
places
actually.
shutting down drive-through. You know, like didn't make no sense. Like, why would you be shutting them down? You think
Yeah.
they'd be pushing them?
Absolutely. You see, and now they're talking about pushing it, but they're like 6 months too late. You know what I mean? They should have
Way too
started that
late.
6 months ago,
Like
even longer. Yeah, and
Longer.
had some built up, you know, and then people could go and watch these movies in a drive-in. Like, but you know, it is what it is. I know people at the beginning didn't take it seriously and stuff like that, but now they're taking it seriously. And now look at all the money they're losing. So they're in a situation where it's like, do we bring it out? Do we don't bring it out? And believe me, Wonder Woman's numbers has definitely affected their decision whether to bring it on streaming service or not. You know,
for sure.
not just Wonder Woman, Tenet, New Mutants, Mulan, you know. So they're seeing that it's just a fraction of what they could be getting. Even if Black Widow isn't such a great movie, let's just say people weren't really fond of it, or like with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman still would have made about $500 million, at least. You know what I mean? So Black Widow's guaranteed to at least make $500 million. And right now, it's not. So we definitely see what happens. But anyways, great show, guys. We're hitting the 118 mark, so we're going to shut it down. Just want to say thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys in the chat. We got Ghostfire, we got Poe, we got Commander, we got Movie Aficionados, we had Khalib in the house, Ostinator was in the house, Dandelion Fuff was in the house, Shifty Gizm was in the house, True Skills was in the house, you know, so Tim was in the house. Anybody else I missed? Because I'm trying to go back through the names.
I know Mars lurking. What up, Mar?
F32.
Mars is in the house too. So I do appreciate all you guys that came in. 30 was here. T1000 was here.
Yep.
You know, so 23
Daniel was there.
Danny was here. Yeah, but Danny don't get no shout out, Danny.
Come on, man.
Danny's on the show. Danny ain't getting no shout out.
Hey, no, hold on. He gets a shout out because guess what? He counts as a viewer. That counts as a view. So
Good
he counts.
Good point. But his shout out's in the intro, so he got that every time we start the show when he's not here. You know
That's
what
true
I mean? But yeah, like I said, I do appreciate all you guys coming in. So we're gonna go through the panel. We're gonna go the other way this time. Gaishka, start it off.
Well, I'm not just going to repeat myself, but I guess I have to. You can find me on Tuesdays on the Chaos List, and Wednesdays you can find me on the Rule of Three, and as well as on the OOC. That's it.
Get used to pimping
They
yourself,
should give
bro.
us overlays on StreamYard for us, so we can just hit an overlay and it's oh, it didn't find me over here and here and there and here and there and there, not just the host.
Really? Because if they did that, your overlays would be going off on people talking and shit. You know,
give you see,
That's
this
just
is
as
the
bad
beauty
as giving
between people doing
everybody
it the
a-
right way and the wrong way. I would give you, the host, the ability to lock people's overlays. And then, like right now, you hit the button and then they'd be able to play their overlays. Or even better, give you the opportunity to trigger my overlay. Now, don't get me wrong. I got overlays, brother. If I want to overlay, I will freaking overlay.
You know, bad idea. It's like giving everybody on the damn panel a fucking soundboard. No.
Exactly. And we know how Chris and LDG love their fucking soundboards, right?
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
That's what it needs to be right there, baby.
I can
that's
only
right.
wish.
Prepare ship.
Tell the people.
Right, I guess that's what's going on, guys. LDG Pixels here. Oh, what's happening? Can't wait. Oh, by the way, don't forget to plug this Sunday. And great news, by the way, your intro, no match yet. So it's looking beautiful, which you're going to have to give me your logo. We'll talk later about that. LDG Pixels, guys, what's going on? Any tech issues, computer problems, you need somebody, your local resident free tech support channel is LDG Pixels. Your local resident hanging out, waiting for someone cool to stream. That's Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica. God, I'm still having an issue with the name change. A place to hang out and chill with the waiting room, guys. Thanks for having me. Project Prometheus for life and Endgame sucks. Go ahead.
I
was hoping for one more.
You ask for it, you get it. It's just that simple.
Yeah,
you know? JJ, you're next.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. You can find me Sunday nights over on Chris Knight's channel for the weekly wrap up most of the time. And I, okay, that was a quickie. That was a real quickie. And then I'm assuming the roundtable is going to be here, Onzo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you'll see me here Sundays, starting for the WandaVision roundtable, which reminds me I gotta watch this stupid shit.
It's getting good reviews, if that helps.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things, and it looks interesting enough. So,
no,
it does.
I don't go by reviews. I go by what I think.
I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You find me Monday nights on my channel. Oh, we're back to Sunday. You'll find me on Honstars later on that night for either Name That Tune or Jackbox Game Night. Monday nights on my channel for my weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. I didn't have one last night. Something just wasn't hitting me the right way about it. So I'm seriously thinking about doing one in about an hour. Anybody want to join me?
Sweet.
Come hang out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a late one. If anybody wants to come hang out, of course, like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff that goes with it. Tuesday nights, you find me right here with these fine gentlemen. And Gashkar, I apologize every time I do my intro and outro. I keep forgetting you. I'll make sure I'll make sure I rectify that.
As long as that's all you rectify.
I would hope so, man.
Greetings programs. I used to say that, now, everybody that sees me enter a chat, I was like, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I used to go into chats all the time. Greetings programs. Because I love Tron. I love that movie. It's a classic to me. And when I said rectify, that's the first thing that popped into my head. I don't know what you were thinking, but that's the first thing that popped into my head. And last but not least, you can find me on Twitter. I'm not even going to mention Chris's channel again because we all know I'm the only two-time champion right now standing of the Weekly Rumble. This Thursday on Chris's channel, if things go as planned, will be his first Tournament of Champions. Sunday he spent the wheel. Sunday he spent the wheel on the weekly wrap up to get his first 4 contestants. Myself, Onzo Hodges, LDG Pixels. 3 of us are already here right now. The 4th is the infamous Ords Board. Great guy, wonderful friend of ours and the community. Will be the first tournament of champions. I'm sorry, Chris, for stealing your thunder, but
I have already talked to Ords, and he's on board, so it is happening on Thursday. But
nice.
I even have a bigger thunder to do on that.
Oh, I know. You're going to bring someone in. You're going to bring a wild blood in. I already know.
Are you done?
I know, Chris. Anyway, you find me on Twitter. You find me on Twitter, of course, at Sithlord3827. Sometimes I tweet. Sometimes I retweet. Sometimes I don't. Moderate. Come check it out. And thanks for having me back on, Alonzo. I had a blast tonight. It was very entertaining.
Always.
Yes, Chris, I'm done.
Chris Knight, it's your turn, my friend.
Well, Chris, if he were here, would probably tell you that my motto to live by. My motto to live by is,
when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes.
Which is so easy to do because I am one. Thank you. But I will say this for Chris Knight. I do happen to know one thing that I will make an announcement right now. It is going to become a full tournament of champions. I am already in the process of lining up, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the other 4 people on the wheel, and the top 2 point getters from this Thursday and the top 2 point getters from the Thursday after will go on the 3rd week for the official champion.
Oh, you're bracketing it.
All 8 champions.
Nice.
And so, I am winning that. I am telling you from now.
So this Thursday, the top 2 point getters, yes, the points will matter this week. So there will be no final 5 because there's no point in finding out. The top 2 point getters will move on to 3 Thursdays from now because we haven't had this Thursday yet.
And then the top 2 from the 2nd week
go up, and then you
got it.
And it will be a real and honestly true tournament of champions.
I like that.
Yeah. So great idea. I like that.
That is one thing we're going to do, and we will have the first grand champion of the Weekly Rumble, which already people are calling it for themselves. So we'll let the smack talk start. Anyways.
And I love being the first, so I will be the first grand champion. Trust me, chat, and everybody, you heard it here first. January 12th, Chaos List, Onzo will be the first grand champion. And I want a WCW WWF belt from you, Chris.
Somebody clip that, except for that last part, because he's not getting any damn belt.
You know what? The funny thing is,
the only belt he's going to get is the one with me whooping his ass that night. Let's do it.
Hey, the funny thing is, if he's not even in the top 2 point scores, he's going to be, y'all got lucky, man. So lucky.
First off,
if I thought I could order one of the WWE belts or something like that said Weekly Rumble, if I could get one of those, and if I thought for a minute that it could,
we'll look it up.
I know I can, but if I thought I could send it around, and as the people got the championship, if I thought that now,
Chris, I thought you knew people.
It's no, I mean is if I send it to like you send it the next week, it'd have to get sent to somebody else, but maybe for the grand champion, maybe for the grand champion, that might be something to look into.
Hey, JJ, you with me on the first night, right? It's you, me, Onzo, and
Ords.
Ords.
All right, Ords, if you're listening right now, prepare for Onzo, okay? I'm going to bring my own bowl of Lucky Charms.
You're going to have to.
Eaten.
You guys are going to need all
ain't no luck here, guys. It's just pure experience.
Speaking of that, I need your guys' questions. I'll get you all in the chat. And we'll get on that because I do need those here pretty quick.
I got 2 sports questions for these guys who know nothing about sports. Strategy.
Wow.
Okay, I will say this right now. We keep it pop culture, no sports, no politics.
Oh man.
Well, listen,
sweet.
if I let you have sports, LDG is going to send some crappy political question our way, and I don't want that anymore.
I think
Well,
I
no,
think
all I
I
have
could.
to do to stop him is a Doctor Who question because he don't know jack squat about Doctor Who. That's all I know.
There we go.
I'd research.
Okay. Anyways, I got a new rant up this week. And tomorrow night we got the rule of 3 here. Speaking of which, also, guys, just send me 2 this week. Or yeah, just send me 2. I'll use some leftovers too. So it'll reduce what we need to do. But yeah, just all that stuff. And guys, thank you for putting up with the ego today. I appreciate it. Because I know I'm awesome. I know it's a lot to deal with. But
God, phantom. All right.
My
All
brain's
ready?
bleeding.
Yes, sir, guys. So we're gonna premiere the intro for WandaVision for you guys today, so you see what's coming on Sunday. LDG, start that up.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a 5-pair?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Wanda, can you read me? Can you read me? Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us?
Deep in the dark, darkest building.
Is this really happening?
Like days of old.
We just don't know what to expect.
Fire.
Boom. There we go. So, guys, be prepared. Keep an eye out this Sunday, 9 o'clock, the reviews for WandaVision. And LDG, thank you very much for that. It's going to be good to see. It's perfect, bro.
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it, bro.
With that being said, guys, we are outie. I just got to find a stupid outro now. Damn. Here we go.
It's a
Peace.
Mac.